I decided to record. Um, I've been trying to record the worst moments, see if I could do something with them, be it for the book or maybe a future vlog, I don't know. But the conversation that I just had is something that's so infuriating. I was on the phone with my phone company, and they had this like idiotic rule that some higher up made to basically make the payment system the way it is, where if you pay a cent more or a cent less than what you agreed on, the agreement breaks, and it appears as you breaking the agreement even if you pay more, which is just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Obviously, they never told me this. In fact, I never really expected them to tell me this, because every single time that I called to set up a payment plan, which I had an agreement with three, or so I thought. Yeah, I ended up. You know what? That's fine. I ended up doxing them. That's fine. Actually, three in Ireland. I did say that I was gonna spread the story as much as I could. Um, just never thought of it being online, but we'll see. Um, three in Ireland. I have a contract with them. And I'm currently on disability. The reason I'm on disability is because, well, I'm disabled, but, um, I have been doing my best for, I think it was for like a whole 6 years, trying to be in the workforce and working on equal footing of everyone else who isn't disabled. And obviously, it wasn't possible. I kept getting fired after the maximum trial period, which here in Ireland is 9 months. It's 6 months usually, and then they can push it up to a maximum of 9 months, and then they have to make the decision whether they are going to keep you or not keep you. And after 9 months, like clockwork, they don't keep me. And usually they would be quite honest, saying, I would miss too many days, like I would have too many sick days, which, has to do with like my health and all of that. There's nothing that I can do. And then there was a couple times it was due to like KPIs and things like that, which at the time I didn't know, but it was caused by my ADHD, which at the time was undiagnosed. At the time, I didn't even know I had it. Um, and yeah, so again, caused by my disability, one of my disabilities. And yeah, so that just kept happening until I got sick of it. 2 years ago? I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna go on disability, and I'm gonna not work because the workplace doesn't want me. And until I figure stuff out to do with mental health and like accommodations and like how to live with my disability on my own, I'm not gonna try and get a job again, because I won't really know what I need and what I don't need until I get to know myself. And so it's been in that situation. And like, I kind of gave up too, because, like, everyone hates not doing anything, right? So after it wasn't even like a week or two that I already just started feeling this pressure of like, I can't just sit on my hands and do nothing. So I started looking for jobs already. It was like I just did it. And I don't know if it was the universe, aligning with whatever was trying to tell me I made the right decision, that I shouldn't work right now, or what the heck. But usually, when I apply for a job, I hear back so fast, and I pass my interview with flying colors, and like they always hire me super fast, and they always have like glowing stuff to say about me, like, oh my god, your CV is amazing, blah 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 blah, all kinds of fake amazing stuff. And then they get to know me in real life, and they see that I have like disabilities that require certain accommodations. Like I have some physical disabilities as well, that with the only ones, I mean, they were already having issues with the physical disabilities. Never mind the mental ones, okay? Like needing to provide me with like the correct ergonomic chair, and like the right amount of breaks in order to not make my back injury worse, and blah blah blah. All of that, like every company was already like showing like a big disapproval of having to like go through all of that, right? Like, oh, you're not just like a robot that we can like bring in here, work till you die, and then like fire you. Damn, you require us to care for you? What? So yeah, that's always been a problem. And it would only like happen after a while, you know. Like first it's all glowing, amazing stuff. Oh my god, you blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, oh, like they start showing like issues with that stuff, and they're like, oh, like this is a bigger issue than I thought. And then oh, she gets sick because like, oh, she had sciatica and ended up at the ER. Oh, so inconvenient for me. Oh my god, you know, that kind of bullshit. And so like I got sick of it naturally, but then I was like, like I'm not doing anything. I need to do something. I'll fucking apply for jobs anyways, at least while I wait to get accepted on disability. Because at this time, I was still accepting, like I was still applying for, like, not applying, but I had already applied for my disability. But I was in the process of having it accepted. It was still something that was just like still happening. Um, and so I was like, okay, you know what, I gave in, and I was like, I'll look for a job, I'll work while I wait for like this thing to come through, and then once I'm on disability, then I can like let go of work. But nobody, I would hear from nobody. Nobody ever got back to me for like ever. Like even like recently, I just like play with faith sometimes, and I like, like I'm with employability at the moment, which is a service in Ireland, that you have to jump through 3,000 hoops in order to to get in contact with, and then they basically represent you as a person with a disability, and they get in contact with other companies, and like the companies know that you're going through employability, so they know you have some sort of disability, but they don't know what it is. And basically like they kind of like do the talking for you. Like you tell them what you need and your accommodation, etc. They do the talking for you, and like they're like the messenger, I guess, because like they'll relay message back to you, you relay the message back to them, and then they speak with the employer. And even with then, like the jobs have been going nowhere. Like they've been going nowhere. Like I've only had 2 offers, and one was just like, let's not even go there. I had actually worked for them in the past. They didn't remember me, and they showed me horrible treatment, which reminded me why I didn't want to work for them anymore. And the guy in employability like agreed and was like, yeah, let's not go for these guys. And then the next set of job offer, it was like, oh, you'll hear from them. And I never heard from them again. Like, not again, never. I never heard from them. So it's just like, it's weird, like it was like once I had decided that I wasn't gonna work for anyone anymore, I was gonna work for me, because like my plan is to, like grow my YouTube channel, grow my Twitch, gain, like influence as much as I can, and like spread the mental health awareness, disability awareness, and try to somehow change the world, even though I am one person and I'm not exactly the most entertaining person on this planet. But like that's my goal, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fully commit to that goal, and like working for other people sucks. Like they don't give a shit about me, no matter what I do. So let's leave it at that. I'm doing a 2D 3D animation course right now, exactly because of that reason. I don't know how long this has been recording for. I hope it's 10 minutes. Okay, I'll try not to go too long. um, but yeah, it's I'm doing that course because I'm hoping to, spread my message through animation, because I've been trying to do it via streaming and it hasn't been going very well. I've been trying to do it via like YouTube, but then I find myself constricted to like making like YouTube videos about the video games that I'm playing, and I'm like, that's not what I want to do. So like I enjoyed it a little bit at the beginning, and then I was like, this is not what I want to do. So like I felt really like disheartened, and like, I was like, come on, like, how am I gonna do this? I have a feeling like I thought about it recently, and I'm thinking maybe uh I will still use footage from like the video games that I'm playing, but with like completely unrelated topic, like over it, and it'll be like what I really want to talk about. But anyway, like I went on a little bit of a tangent. The infuriating conversation that I had was basically like, after I broke the promise, because like they every time I call to set up a payment plan, the agents have no idea the payment plans even exist. So I have to like wait for them to like go inform themselves while I'm on hold, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, I can set it up for you." Um, and sometimes even they're so bad at informing themselves that I have to tell them, go talk to a manager, they will tell you it exists, and then they put me on hold the second time. They go talk to a manager, and oh yeah, I can set up a payment plan. And it's been like that for like months, since around June. And today, just out of nowhere, like I've been told, oh, you have to pay the exact amount, otherwise it gets canceled. Even if you like pay a cent more, it gets canceled. And naturally, if you're an agent and you just find out that day about this thing that you didn't know existed, you're not gonna know anything else about it because you just found out it existed. So naturally, they didn't tell me this rule because they didn't know about it. Because, like, 5 seconds ago, they didn't know payment plans even existed. And, yeah, so obviously nobody told me. I paid more than what I was supposed to. I got penalized for it. And when I tried setting it up again with them, it took in the new bill amount, meaning that I was gonna pay more than what I was able to pay. And like, no matter, like, even speaking with a manager, like, they didn't care. There was no empathy, nothing. Like, I was like, are you serious? Like, is there anything that you can do? Like, you're a manager, you have extra permissions. No, this guy, his limitations were exactly the same as like the main agents. Like, 3 has no care for their customers whatsoever. And their manager system sucks because usually a manager will have a few extra permissions in order to de escalate a situation. But no, this guy was like, sorry, there's nothing I can do. And it was that on repeat. The sorry was like, sorry, but, like, oh, sorry for the inconvenience. The classic, customer service sorry that's not sorry. um, and, uh, and to top it all off, the guy, like, this is what pissed me off. I've done the job before. I have been a customer service agent before. I've been a customer service agent that has been commended multiple times for being able to de-escalate all kinds of situations, right? Because I understand people. I connect with people. Like, it's not that hard to speak to another person, or at least I thought, and actually like relate to them, and like being, like, I'm so sorry, like, and like have a genuine conversation with them, even though you can't help them. if you really wish that you could help them even though you can't, it'll come across. Okay, like it'll come across to the other person. Like, it does, you know. It doesn't matter if your hands are tied. It does come across to the other person if you're speaking to them genuinely. This guy didn't give a fuck. Okay, it was like he was just not like he was saying the words heartlessly. I'm sorry for the inconvenience caused. Blah 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 blah. And I just snapped. I was like, dude, do you have any idea how infuriating it is to talk to a person like you where I do the job better than you do? And I'm sorry, internet, I do. I fucking rock at customer service, okay? I really, really care about people, and I bring that into the job. And because of my disabilities, the companies are like, no, we don't want to have you. Oh, my cat just broke something. Okay, let me pause real quick. Sorry about that. My cat decided to start exploring the counters, and she broke a beaker, so I had to make sure to clean it up. Anyways, the fact that I've done that job before and I do really, really good job, and then I talk to people like that who clearly don't want to have anything to do with clients. They suck at their jobs. They don't know how to write notes. They don't know like anything. They need to always like get new information. They don't like care at all. Like they have no feelings towards the situation. They just like, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, when like clearly they don't care. At the very end of the call, I was like, do you have anything further to say? He was like, no. And I was like, really? And then only because I said, not even sorry, then he literally just like, oh, I swear to God, it was like a ChatGPT prompt. Like all I had to say was not even sorry, and then he starts like going off like as if he was a robot. Well, I'm sorry for the inconvenience caused, you know. And I was like, oh my, I couldn't help but laugh. I laughed like a maniac, and then it made him laugh, and I was like, dude, at least be honest with me and tell me, no, not even sorry, I don't care, like I'm just gonna go to bed tonight and sleep soundly, I really don't care, like, you know, like just be honest. I'm gonna like respect you more than you, like, you know. Of course he can't say that because you know, it's his job, but still, like it was just so you know. So yeah, anyway, it was just infuriating, and I told him that it was infuriating that like I talk to people like him on the phone who suck at their job, clearly don't want that job, clearly like do really, really bad at it. And then there's me working really hard at those jobs, and I can't keep one because the corporations that hire, they'd rather have a shitty employee that does the job shitty, but they can show up every day, than someone who like has like poor health, has a few accommodations that you need to look by, and you have to actually treat them as a human, but they do a bang up job although they can't show up every day. And sorry, no, absolutely no, 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 can't have that. Oof, good customer service, but like can't, like, you know, rely on them coming in every day because their health is not great. God, no. We'd have to hire people to like make sure they can cover each other. What? No, absolutely not. No, 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 no. We need everyone to be a robot and to be just like never sick, ever, like ever. You can see that I'm exasperated. I'm about to like break into pieces. I'm gonna leave it at that. We're practically at 20 minutes. You know what? I'm gonna upload this. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna upload this. I'm gonna upload this. Why not? I don't give a shit. I'm gonna upload this, and it's probably gonna have like no views, but I don't care. And it's probably gonna be cringe as fuck, but I don't care. I'm exasperated, and I want my exasperation to be heard, even if it's like by 5 people. I don't give a shit. I'm so done. I am so done.